Hi there, we're here with Kehala Two Bulls, Executive Director of CASA here in the Rapid City area, I guess.
Yeah, our program serves Pennington, Fall River, and Custer County.
Okay, so you're busy.
Yes.
So I think a lot of the folks looking at this video kind of know what CASA does, but could you give us an in-depth look at what you do?
Absolutely. So we recruit, train, and support volunteer advocates who are paired with children in state custody, also known as the foster care system, because they were removed from their homes due to abuse and neglect allegations. So essentially, it's kind of like a mentorship program, like a Big Brothers, Big Sisters type mentorship program, but with a deep dive into making sure that needs are being met on all different levels while children are in this transition. And then hopefully they'll return home at the end. Children just overall statistically do best with their families, so if we can help be part of resolving any challenges, we want to be part of that. If that doesn't happen, then we want to look out for where children are ending up in their permanency plan and make sure that it is a safe, stable option for them.
So what kind of steps are necessary when you're looking at taking a child back to the home that they were removed from? I can see that could have a lot of potential problems there. I mean, what kind of work are people doing to help the family be ready to take the child back?
Hopefully people are doing a lot of work to make sure the families are ready. We don't make that decision. The courts and DSS make that decision, but usually there's a whole variety of things, making sure that people have resolved any safety issues. Oftentimes the first step back will involve a safety plan where people are checking in and making sure that progress that's been made is being maintained. But really, I think it's important to remember that we just need to resolve the issues that came up and give families space for that freedom and to really kind of heal together.
Yeah, families need some space to grow into being a family.
Absolutely, yeah.
I know, without even asking you, you have a big need for volunteers.
We do.
And I mean, you're no different than any other court-appointed special advocate place in any town in any state in the country.
Yes.
There's a real need for people.
Yeah, unfortunately, especially kind of over the course of COVID and a lot of economic challenges that families have experienced since then, that's impacted not only how many people are coming in, but also the availability of our base of volunteers here in the community. People who used to have time to volunteer might have had to take on a second job instead, because I think we all know how much more the same bag of groceries costs than what it used to, right?
Absolutely.
So currently there are just a hair under 600 kids in custody in my jurisdiction. So again, Pennington, Fall River, and Custer County, about 582 kids. And about 100 of them have assigned advocates. That means we're looking for about 480 more children to have advocates. And we really need to connect with those people who would be able to make that commitment and step up for kids.
How much training do people have to get to be an advocate?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we are licensed under the National CASA Association, and that means we have a curriculum that we agree to teach before getting people sworn in as court advocates. It's about a 30-hour training, and then of course there are some background checks and things like that for this type of program.
Yeah. After
people are trained and sworn in, we offer all kinds of continued support and training to make sure that people have all the skills and the specialized knowledge they need.
So let's just say somebody's watching this video that says, I don't know if I could be an advocate, but you may have other work there at CASA that needs to be done by volunteers that isn't direct like an advocate. I don't know if you do have positions like that, but you might talk about that if you do.
Sure, absolutely. So, it takes a lot to run a nonprofit, and I think we all scramble into different duties at different times. For example, we have a fundraiser coming up, and we're really kind of pulling together volunteers specifically for that fundraiser. So somebody might not be, able to make that commitment year-round to be an advocate, but they definitely can come set up flowers for the fundraiser. And a lot of it, I always say, an advocacy program also needs advocates in the community. So not only do we need board members, but we also really need people who are just going to help us amplify our message. Maybe it isn't their moment to advocate, but they know people in their book club, in their family, down the street, somebody they take a walk with who really could be that person right now. And I don't know about you, but I really want to believe in our community. I want to believe that we can be part of the solution that we need and that we can step up to the challenge. And it's just that we need to figure out how to connect with those advocates.
You know, I agree with that, but my underlying wish is for the kids.
Absolutely.
Every kid deserves to have a good, safe life.
Absolutely.
And thank God for you that you're helping a lot of them do that.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Okay, well, we've covered quite a bit.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to cover before we say goodbye?
I just think it's really important that people consider all the ways we can look out for kids in our community, whether it's being an advocate or being somebody on your block who's extra aware of what's going on. I think that we all need to pull together and make sure we have a resilient community.
I couldn't say it any better myself, and I don't think you could either. So thanks a lot, Kehala, for hanging out a little bit with us
Thank
today.
you.
And boy, anything we can do for you in the future, let us know.
Thank you.
Thanks.